So native development is sort of making sure you use the proper approaches for the platform you're targeting so that the app feels proper on that platform. Like on the one extreme is you use some cross-platform thing, you write something once, and worst case, it's probably going to be really bad everywhere, right? And then the other extreme is where you basically create completely separate apps for each of the platforms. And of course, that's a lot more costly, but it's usually worth it. If you can't do two apps, then having one app that works sort of might be better for your users than you not being able to offer them any app at all. The extreme would be you use each platform's sort of preferred tools that the vendor gives you. So you'd use .NET on Windows, you'd use Xcode on the Mac, right? Or you use Xcode for iOS and Android Studio and Java to do your Android app. And then, of course, you're literally duplicating everything, right? Like there's nothing you can share. And that's sort of where our tools fit in, that we're focused on we have like our compiler is a cross-platform compiler that isn't really cross-platform, but it's more, we target all the platforms, but we don't focus on you just doing one thing and building for everything. But we focus on sort of being able to use a common tool set, a common set of languages and sort of libraries on all the platforms. So you're still creating dedicated apps for each of the platforms, but there's more you can share than if you use the sort of the default tools. So it's sort of like a sweet spot in the middle. It was like, it's not a build once, run everywhere thing, but run everywhere badly. But it's also not you have to do everything twice or 4 times or whatever. You still got to sit down and think through each version of the application for each platform, like how you want to structure it, like how should the UI for this particular task look, what are the platform specific technologies or features of the platform that we want to integrate with. But then under the hood, there's a lot of stuff you can write once and sort of share, like your data model and business logic and things like that. You can write those in a fashion that you can, for example, compile for iOS and compile for Android, but you still do a bespoke UI on top for each. And if you put the proper planning into that from the start, you can sort of structure your app that way that you can really share quite a lot of stuff that the user doesn't see. Actually, like all the stuff the user doesn't see, and possibly even quite a bit of the stuff he does see, and you just sort of like really are careful for how you connect it to the UI that you sort of handcraft for each platform.